Good evening, everyone. All right. So I don't have any good slide for today's demo. So sorry, bear for that. So as the name suggests, when I started my journey in 2022, around when I was training the co-pilot, I found I was really fascinated about it because the first time I saw the agent was writing the real code, and I found it there's a drift since it was a very local and it was a single file. I found it is local and it will keep improving over these 3 years. What we've seen is like agent are writing the better code and almost than a human in the better way, so most of the human, but I never feel the code is mine because uh, slowly the agent become the author and the human become the observer. We from the Rigour labs trying to set up and bring back the same ownership back to the human and giving you the same power of agent which is missing right now. We are creating the immune system for the AI using this way. So we have our own LLM. We fine tuned on different sets on weekly basis. We generate and we upload to the Hugging Face, which is public right now, and it goes to the Rigour, which is again the open source CLI based, GitHub based, all the integrations point, whatever you can use, and that power you'll go. Our first motto is everything is local. What it means is your code will never leave the network. Even you are offline, you can run the same thing. Means you are the controller of the ship, and we are only going to give you the power. In Drift Bench, we will be giving you all the data on the weekly basis. It's like an antivirus model. So once you install the antivirus, you will get the new patches on the top of it. But the more you scan on local, the more you train your own LLM. So we dequantify the GPU train data on your CPU, so any normal user can train their model. So it means is, like, as an engineer, if I am working towards on any project and anything over the time, I have trained my own model which is not leaving the network and understanding me in the better way. So Rigour is basically the platform which is powering up by the Drift bench, but Rigour team is something we are building out of the box, which is going to build the some ADLC. What it means is, as of now, most of the people are using the cloud code and everything. They are struggling a lot with the prompting, scales, context, and everything. What if we say we can just rearrange it into the better way so that you can bring your engineering team into the systems? So it's like a, let me take a metaphor here. So it's like we have an expert pilot who are expert in their areas. They know how to fly, they know how to land, but without the ATC governance they cannot land it. So Rigour is ATC, which is powering up all the agents and control what should go to the agent and what should not go to the agent. We are deterministic, but I think it won't be justice if we go only the deterministic part. And that is why we are giving you the feature of hybrid knowledge, which keeps increasing every week. So without wasting the time, let's go back and see how the Rigour team works looks like. So this is how it looks like. Let's say suppose in the engineering team, you come, you are a non-techie guy or techie guy, you want to build some systems, you don't know, and you don't have a bandwidth to hire the engineers here. So what happens, our trained specialized agent will try to understand your intent, and it has a three level of understanding: on the workspace level, on the task level, and the project level, which is get powered by the riggers and understand, and we call it as a chief architect. It is literally derived from the Matrix movie, where Neo is something, deriving everything, but there's other characters who are powering up the team. The chief architect then decides and hands off to the users like the project manager to jot down the scope, so that each agent work into the isolation in the sandbox without knowing about other agents. So we have a zero trust policy between the agent, even though we train them at your local. So here you can see that the project manager got the scope from the master brain, and the best part is we are saving your cost here. So every time, even though this is a multi-architecture system, we save the task. Let's say for $2 you're completing those tasks with the single agent. I'm gonna to give you 8 agent in the $2 with more than 15% let's say saving. This is what you see, and this is not a rough data that I'm talking about. You will see on the front on the real time. Once the project manager hands off, then it goes to probably with the you have a connector and everything, then it goes to the different agent, software engineer or coder probably, and then from there the coding magic starts. Here is the magic thing happens is, for example, in the engineering team, what happens when you decide the task, it decided into the multiple subtasks, and you say, hey, I need a front end guy, we need a QA, we need a you know different skills people. So that's not a responsibility. So if we need to complete any task, we need the different skills. This master agent will span up the coder agent with the different super specialized skills, and they will only work on that part. And as soon as, let's say, you complete your story, the reviewer will be spanned up, and it will work into back and forth manners. So what does it mean is, let's say it's a regular SDLC, in where you speak to your reviewer, you talk about they complain it, you debate it, you consult it, all things happening. But as a user, how should I know that whether the reviewer or the agent are talking to each other and what the things are happening there? So all those things happen. At the end of the day, what you get is the finished product, which is trustworthy now. And now you can confidently say that this code is mine, because at your local we are training your data based on the your style and your way of coding. The more you scan, the more you train. We give you the freedom. The more powerful thing that we are bringing it, because we heard about a lot of things like human is the observer, human is the observer. What if I give you, let's do a pair programming with the agent itself. So tomorrow if I say, hey, I am a good guy, I am a good coder in the back end for Java, and I want to write a code with you. So there is the team persona. As soon as you add yourself as a human, automatically when the task starts, the agent will be doing the work, and then automatically they will invite you for the pair programming. So you means you will be writing the code with the agent in the real time, and everything will be happening in the parallel. If you, this is optional, you can opt in or you can opt out. So this is all the feature we are bringing in, and you can create your own agent. So in the settings, we have a lot of things, because we say bring your own keys and agents. Just last 1 second. And all those things, capabilities, whatever you get into the cloud, codecs and everything. The more idea is for us, Rigour Labs is engineering first, AI seconds. Thank you.